Good morning everyone, this is Gary, no more Mr. Fat Guy. Today's Friday the 16th of January and as you can tell from the darkness behind me, it's actually currently just after 4 AM. I've been walking for nearly an hour now and I'm probably about 4.5k into a 20-kilometre walk to work. Now this is all part of the training for well, first and foremost the Australia Day 50k Ultra, which is happening a week tomorrow, and that's part of an overall training program which is seeing me do 4 ultras in 4 months. This will be number 2, and taking that a little bit to the next level up is all part of the training towards Hearts Across Australia. Now I know a lot of people wonder why I get up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning and do crazy things like walking 20 kilometres to work or walking 20 kilometres to a running event and then running that event. It's because I'm on a mission. It's because I've got to basically went through a process myself where I went from being really overweight, really negative, bitter, sarcastic and unhappy. I've given up smoking, I've practically given up drinking, I've adopted healthier habits, I have started to experience how it feels, to have that positive energy coursing through your entire body and mind, and to just have that energy and to just have that feeling of fitness and health. Now, I happen to believe that an awful lot of people don't get to experience that. And everybody really does deserve to have some of that. It's such a great feeling, and in terms of the country and the world itself, that the more happy people we've got, and the more sort of the healthier people we've got and fitter people. I mean, I'm just absolutely convinced that there'll be to be sort of less burden on health systems and governments, but there will also be a lot more just happiness and creativity going on in the world, instead of sort of all this hate and bitterness and resentment and wars and unnecessary conflict. So I think at a personal level it's an amazing thing to actually experience for yourself, and it's the best place to be fit and healthy, and to be feeling alive, and to actually feel as though you can achieve things. But I think that then has a bit of a snowball effect on a global basis. So that's really what it's all about. That's really the inner hippie coming out, and peace, love and energy gels. But I'm doing this specifically because I believe that by going across from Perth to Brisbane, on a foot journey of 5,400 kilometres, sends out a pretty powerful message. Because if I can go from being 143 kilos and a complete mess, and to be quite honest, a couple of years away from having a heart attack, then to somebody that can actually dare to even think about crossing an entire country like Australia. I mean, it's a huge place. It's huge, and at least half the journey is going to be through the middle of nowhere with very sparse sort of support from towns and such like. So to be able to even contemplate doing something like that is a major change. To actually do it sends an incredibly powerful message. Now, one of the things that's going to be needed for this journey is not only me putting one foot in front of the other for 5,400 kilometres, but we're going to need, very specifically, we're going to need a vehicle, a mobile home, a mobile headquarters, and at least one person to drive that vehicle, one support crew. Now this is a massive undertaking, and I know that there are people on the Facebook page and on the blog who are liking this and following this and very supportive of this. Now, we've got a Facebook page that has, a Facebook page now that's got a couple of thousand followers. At the end of the day, if each and every single one of those people were to chip in $25, let's say, then we've got everything fully funded. We've got vehicle, we've got fuel, we've got support crew. You know, that's not to say that everybody's going to see this and everybody's going to get to see the message that gets posted. But if a fraction of those people spread the message, spread the word, you know, put it in front of friends, family, but most importantly probably sort of people in their network of contacts, you know, businesses that they work with, their employers, companies they work with. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the kind of money that is going to be a drop in the ocean for a corporate entity. You know, I'm not asking any individual to stump up $25,000. You know, anybody actually chips in even like $5, you know, $10, $20, it's all appreciated. At an individual level, that's highly appreciated. Now we're through the power of combining all those individuals that have got a sense of vision and that, you know, just really excited and want to support this, and by mixing that in with you know, some visionary corporates. I mean, some businesses that have got a bit of heart, and businesses that see the benefit of mobilising, you know, remobilising Australia, taking the anti-obesity message out there, you know, doing the awareness and the fundraising on behalf of the Heart Foundation, and really trying to sort of like help promote the active lifestyle message to get people moving again, and to basically conduct this war on obesity. You know, it's a very sad state of affairs, I believe. I mean, I actually grew up in the UK watching Australia from afar and believing that this was a country of athletes, that believing the myth that because of all the sunshine and the good weather and the availability of beaches and stuff like that, that practically everybody was a sporting legend, and it was a nation of sort of young, fit and healthy people. And it's quite sad to be living here now, all those years later, and to see that you know, it is just being gripped by the same thing as America, by the UK and other Western civilizations, that it is becoming a fatter nation, it's becoming a less healthy nation. I mean, there's about 63% of Australians are classified as either overweight or obese, and yeah, that's you know, that's 2/3. You know, that's practically 2/3 of the country. You know, so there's a lot of work to be done, and the sad thing is, or the good thing in many ways, the good thing is that it just takes one simple thought for an individual. You know, it takes one thought, one decision, one initial step to actually decide to turn their life around and to do something about it. And I know that's true because I've got a lifetime of believing it was all too hard and resisting, and you know, not embracing changes, and you know, giving up, you know, thinking, you know, get into, I mean, it's January now, you know, it's a classic time of year for people to be making New Year's resolutions because they've realised that they've overeaten again at Christmas, and another year has gone by, and you know, perhaps realising that they're not immortal, and that you know, all this you know, all this stuff is having a cumulative effect. Now, like me over the years, I imagine a lot of those people manage to stick to that for a few weeks, and then they'll drift back off. You know, they might even shed a few kilos, feel as if they've done a good job, and then they'll go back to the life they had before, and the cycle goes on. You know, the thing is, it's easy to break because I did that, and over the last 3 years I've completely reversed a lot of that programming. You know, and it's not necessarily easy, but it is simple and straightforward, and that's why I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's why I walk along talking to my phone along a suburban street, you know, as I walk 20 kilometers to work, because I believe that you can make the same changes that I've made, and I believe that by doing this and being quite extreme about it, because I'm not expecting everybody else to get up at 2 in the morning, but by being quite extreme about it, it sends a powerful message, and it sends a very practical demonstration that you really can go from being the ultimate couch potato that survived on caffeine, nicotine and cholesterol, and become somebody that isn't a super fit athlete. You know, it's not world level, not going to be any world beating, record setting times for anything. However, I'm a lot healthier, a lot fitter, a lot more active, and a heck of a lot happier. And that's the message I want to take to Australia. That's the message I want to take to the world. So I'm going to ask you all, please, at an individual level, if you can give generously, or encourage others to do the same, and or get this message in front of some appropriate corporate backers, and let's make this thing happen. If you go to gofundme.com/HAA 2015, you'll find 3 options for sponsorship. One's very, very much aimed at an individual level. The next 2 up are very much aimed more at corporates, and will get them benefits in terms of their brand as part of the website and on the sort of logos on shirts and some media exposure and that kind of thing. Or if you know, none of those packages actually suit you, there's you just got the option to donate the amount that you can actually afford. And like I say, every dollar will help. Really working towards that initial amount of $25,000. If we raise more, if the actual what we do raise exceeds the amount that it costs to fund this thing, then we'll automatically put the excess across into the Heart Foundation donations itself. So it's a completely not-for-profit exercise, and I just really want to make this happen. Let's make this happen. We've got 4 months. If we can't raise $25,000 in the next couple of months, then there's something wrong, I think, because I think it's an easily achieved. I think it's something that, you know, there's enough people who are excited about this, and I'm excited about it, and I'm going to make no apologies that from here on in I'm going to get a bit more direct about it, because I've kind of been, you know, a bit hesitant to talk about the financial aspects, but I think you know, we're at that part of it, at the pointy end now, at the sharp end. You know, it's getting closer. It's going to happen. It has to happen, and you're going to help me make it happen. So gofundme.com/HAA 2015. Thank you very much. Cheers now.